So hello there. I hope you're having a good day. I just wanted to make a short video. I won't keep you for long. It was about something I noticed, trend, kind of like a trend that's been going on lately. Even since the Da Vinci Code movie, the book came out, this trend, this Gnostic popularity trend, an alternative to Christianity almost, gnosis, knowledge, or just shrugging it off, this topic of Christ consciousness. Well, I'm going to show a few things, a few citations. I'll mention a few videos and doctor seminars that you can go into the description section of the video and check out. Namely, Dr. Michael Heiser, who has a 6-hour seminar about the origins of Gnosticism. But first, I guess, is just basically what I've noticed, that people are pushing Gnosticism like it's a welcome part of Christianity, and that's just not true. Even in the Bible, before Paul died, he was warning about Gnosticism and these Gnostic texts like the Gospel of Philip, fake Gospels that have nothing to do with Yeshua Jesus. And then all these years later, Gnostic Freemasonry has developed this idea of Christ consciousness, the idea of becoming another Jesus. It's blasphemy. Like the Gnostic Anons under Sophia. Remember, they think the God of the Bible is the bad guy. But anyway, this idea of Christ consciousness, people pawn it off like it's Christian or whatever. Or they misuse the word altogether. But it seems to have something to do with Freemasonry. I know I heard even Dr. Jordan Peterson talking about it, which is when I started to get warning bells, red flags about that guy. Anyone promoting Christ consciousness. In truth, that's actually the belief that you can become an ascended master like Yahshua Jesus, which is blasphemy. You know, believers in our resurrected forms will become like the angels. But these Luciferians don't believe that. The high levels, they're really good at pretending to be Christian. But anyway, this topic of Christ consciousness, it's about the Gnostic belief, which is like a perversion of Christianity. I compare them to like the Sith Lords from Star Wars. But it also has to do with this Kundalini nonsense, the idea that you can just become like Jesus, literally, physically, become an ascended master, like people like some of these Nephilim lowercase g gods. No, we're not supposed to be doing this. In these fallen forms of death and sin which our ancestors created, whether or not people want to keep blaming God, we got trapped in these fallen forms. We're not supposed to be doing this stuff in these fallen forms. Messing with fifth dimensional energies while in a fallen state. No. Or even people like the New Age movement. It's like, if the New Age movement is on the level, why is the New World Order pushing it like it's some kind of controlled opposition? Oh, and by the way, down through history, we got Buddha depicted in the Baphomet pose, as above, so below. Well, it seems to me like Buddha was a Nephilim, these ascended masters. It's not a practice that the Bible condones. Yeshua Jesus says not to commune with this kind of spiritist energy. But the idea of becoming Jesus or Christ consciousness, it's not just a philosophy, mindset of following Jesus. Don't let anyone tell you that. It's the idea that you could become like. It's blasphemy because there's only one Jesus. There's only one Yeshua Jesus. You cannot become Jesus. You can be Christ-like, but Christ consciousness, the idea of becoming an ascended master, an Anon, which is another topic of why did QAnon choose the word Anon for his name. But anyway, in the description section below, I'll also put in a couple other documentaries talking about proofs for the Bible. Even Dr. Chuck Missler, his work into the Torah codes, which debunks the whole Zeitgeist nonsense. The idea that Jesus is based on the sun gods, which is total nonsense. This notion of the Egyptian gods and Gnosticism seem to go hand in hand. All these Nephilim lowercase g god religions. But the truth of the matter is the Torah codes predict Yahshua Jesus centuries before the flood. So these sun gods based on Nimrod, Horus, Apollo, Osiris, Gilgamesh, Zeus, all that, they're the rip-offs. And again, Gnosticism. People like the B.O.B. rapper coming out recently saying that Christianity's the ripoff of the Gnostic texts, that's an insane lie or a misinformation, because it's easily provable that the Gnostic texts didn't come out till about 200 years after Yahshua Jesus died on the cross and was resurrected. So there's that. But also, like I said, check out the description section below. The Dr. Michael Heiser seminar about Gnosticism. The Torah Codes seminar with Dr. Chuck Missler. I'll throw in Age of Deceit. I'll throw in another Secret Societies movie. All these citations from the mouths of 2 or more witnesses. Because the truth of the matter is don't believe people when they say Christ consciousness is just some innocent philosophy. It's not. This has to do with the Nephilim belief of becoming an ascended master. And so, whatever. I'll just leave it at that and say peace out, baby.